What's up, guys?
What's up,
Welcome to
y'all?
another Car Conversation.
Car Conversation.
Today, we're going to be talking about something that's very relevant to us and many of the population.
And to what percentage of population?
I don't know.
We don't know. In the South, it might be different than the North.
Okay. But we're talking about being tall girls. So if you are a tall girl, give us a heart.
Shout out.
Give us a comment. We know there are like so many like hashtags like short girl problems, tall girl problems. We fall under the tall girl problems category.
I wonder what like average height girl problems are.
Yeah.
Do you have problems? Maybe
Yeah,
you're the lucky few that have no problems at all.
Okay, so
let us know.
We are both 6'1". We're the exact same height. And
we've actually, people say like there's no way you can be exactly the same. Okay, like maybe not technically, but when we measure, and over the years we have like sports, like line up tallest to shortest, whatever.
We're always the same.
We can like, even people who measure us cannot figure out who is taller. Like, but it is the same.
Because she's older, if we have to line up tallest to shortest, I always make her go in front. So I'm like,
well, and it's normally a privilege. Like I gotta be closer to the front. Okay,
so a lot of you want to know like where do we get our height from? Why are we so stinking tall? So our grandmother, like my mom's mom, is from Austria. Our mom's mom is from Austria, and so she is 6 feet tall, blonde hair, blue-eyed, and like the generations of women in Austria, like our heritage, they were all very tall, like
super tall,
6-footers in the 1800s.
The 1800s.
So we have,
but it's true.
We have strong, tall Austrian genes running through our veins.
Wow, and our bodies apparently. Yeah. So people back then, apparently, our grandma tells us that in Austria they were not as tall back then. So like people thought she, as a 6-foot woman back in like the early 40s, 50s, 30s, whatever, they thought she was
trying to
so tall.
Out.
I can't remember.
Well, even our mom, when she was in school, she was always the tallest girl everywhere. And I remember when my dad first saw her for the first time, he was like, "This is the tallest girl I've ever seen in my life." Okay, so
I feel like there are more tall people now, though. All that to say, like nowadays, I run into girls who are just as tall as me, a little shorter, a little taller, all the time.
Yeah.
So
we want to talk about specifically tall girl problems. Our tall girl problems. Your problems may look different, short girl, average girl, whatever. These are our tall girl problems. So one of our tall girl problems is shopping for clothes in general, but specifically jeans. It is almost impossible to find jeans at a store when you are going shopping. We have to 100% order our jeans online. And so
if you want them to be long enough.
you can go for
the capri jean look, you know.
Even the long jeans, what a lot of you don't know is that we cannot dry our jeans. If we dry our jeans, and as a matter of fact,
like
a lot of our shirts,
like
wash and dry, they will shrink and they will never be long enough again. And so
then they turn into shorts.
Yes. So we like, and our shirts will get too short, and it just looks like, can you find clothes in your house?
That actually work for you?
So when I come over to her house, she has clothes all drying all over her house because she can't stick them in the dryer.
I know, currently that's the case. Yeah. So something else we encounter, and anyone who's over 6 feet tall will totally be able to relate to this, is when you go into bathrooms, like public restrooms, and there's the stalls. Whenever several of us sisters go in at the same time, or our mom, we all go in the stalls, we stand up, and we literally look over and we see each other over the stall walls. I was in a bathroom recently. I was traveling in Seattle. Shout out to all of you Seattle people. Your city is so pretty. Anyways, I went into this one bathroom. I think it's probably the shortest public bathroom stall I've ever been in. I'm pretty sure the door was only 4 feet tall. Okay, I'm 6 feet tall. That's 2 feet of awkward space between the toilet and me. So I go in there and I'm like, I literally had to scrunch so far down, in the bathroom, like so far down, and then I was like trying not to look up to make eye contact with any person that happened to walk by and look in. I'm like, this is not even appropriate.
So bathroom stalls, that's a big one. Okay, another one is, and this has happened so much from those of you who watch our YouTube channel and then you meet us in real life, the shock on your face when you meet us, because we talk about how tall we are, and then you meet us, and I'm serious, so many of you will just stare at us like this, like, and it's like, I know, and so we meet you, and then we are always commenting like, yes, I know we're this tall. So it's funny, people who don't know you like in person, and then you meet them in person, and they're absolutely shocked by your height.
Something else on that's so funny is when you meet someone sitting down.
Oh,
have you ever had that happen? Like you're sitting, and then they come up to the table, and it's like maybe you're at an event, and they're like, hi, and they meet you, and then they don't know how tall you are, and then the thing ends, and everyone stands, and like you can just see the shock on their face. Like, what?
Yes, it is quite a shock.
You've got to just kind of embrace it. So something else that a lot of tall people get is, we get this all the time, like people meet us, they're like, you're so tall. First of all, they state it as if we don't already know, like, you're so tall, and then they say, do you play basketball? Do you play volleyball? And it's like the next question, like, you're so tall, do you play basketball?
Yes, you
And
must be a volleyball
so I feel
or a
like, and
basketball
I've heard
player.
a lot of tall girls talk about this, like a shirt that says, yes, I know I'm tall, and yes, I play basketball, or no, I don't play basketball.
I mean,
like,
we did play
just
basketball.
state it.
So
We can tell people, like, yeah, but it's always funny because they're like, oh, so you still play? We're like, we're in our 30s, like, maybe for fun, but no, we do not currently play
hey,
the
it's a compliment.
WNBA, if you're wondering.
They think we're just so athletic looking. That must be it. Okay, another thing that is very much like this just happened to me the other day. People unashamedly talking about you and pointing at you very obviously in public. So not just like kind of like, oh, like small glances, you know, when you're trying to be strategic and not so obvious that you're staring at someone. It is like this. I was just at the store and there was this like older mother-daughter, and I guess they were mother-daughter, and they were loudly talking about me, turning around, pointing at me like, that's the tallest girl I've ever seen. And it happens all the time where people will talk about us, comment on us. I mean, I was in the restaurant, I've told this story, and someone literally told me, the waitress, hostess, she said, you are freakishly tall. Like people
staring up at you.
They feel like they have a right to publicly point and comment because you're tall. It's like,
but
really?
It doesn't work the other way. Like,
No.
a tall person can't point to a shorter person and say, like you're so short.
You're freakishly short.
No.
Like, that'd be so
And we don't
rude.
want to. We don't want to do that. But it's just funny. Like, yeah, I
There's
don't
like
get
a pass.
it.
There's like a world pass that says
I don't
you can
know.
talk about tall people.
If
It's so
you've
funny.
encountered that, or if you're a shorter person, you're like, yeah, I feel that way when I see a tall person. Like, I want to comment and point. Tell us why. Like, I'm curious.
Because we're tall, we don't know.
So the last thing that we want to share, like, and we want to hear from all of you. If you are tall, please comment.
Or whatever your thing is.
Or whatever your thing is. If
Whatever
you're
your
short,
hashtag girl problem
is that something that most people in this world do not experience, that we experience every single day, is that we get to look on top of refrigerators.
Yes.
So that's a place in your house that you normally don't clean. Like, I never clean mine, even though I can see on top of it. But we're so tall that we don't just look in the refrigerator, we look on the refrigerator. So when we go to anyone's house, we see like everything that's happening on top. And the funniest thing is, growing up, because our whole family, I think, is it 8 out of the 10 people are over 6 feet tall? Like, everyone's super tall in our family. And so the top of the refrigerator actually became like a shelf, like a counter space, because everyone's so tall that we store stuff up there.
Well, and the trim on the ceiling.
Yeah.
We
put
the
ceiling trim
on this, like the ceiling trim, like whatever that, you know, we literally will store like important mail or things people need to see, and it's,
because you know how there's like sometimes like a little, there's like a little
space,
crack, a little space in the caulk or whatever, and so you would like
put like
slide
important mail and stuff in it. It's like, that is
So-
something only a tall family would do, where they would put important things that people need to see up by the ceiling.
We utilize our house floor to ceiling, mostly the upper space, a lot. Yeah.
Okay, so those are some of our problems. We want to know, what are your hashtag girl problems, our tall girl problems, short girl problems, whatever
Regular
the problem
girl
is,
problems.
regular girl problems. Comment below letting us know. We want to hear from you.